Hey friends, Leigh Brown with RE/MAX here with a little bit of insight for you. If you run into a realtor out there in the real world and they're wearing a pin that has the Realtor R on it, you may wonder what that even means. A lot of times people think of an agent as like Kleenex. Y'all know that Kleenex is a name brand, but now we refer to all of those things you blow your nose on as Kleenex. It's a brand name that became ubiquitous. Well, the same thing has happened with Realtor, but what you have to know is that not everybody that has a license is a Realtor, and that's what this R means on my pen and the pens of other professionals you see in your market. So let me tell you really briefly what it means. What it means, if you ask any of us, is that we are different than just someone with a license because we abide by the Code of Ethics. Now, you may have met realtors that don't abide by the Code of Ethics, and frankly, you should always turn somebody in if they don't. But know this, we all subscribe to it as realtors. But that could be like subscribing to a magazine and maybe somebody doesn't read it and live it and know it and love it. And then there's those of us that are bound by the Code of Ethics, and we've read all 17 articles and we love exactly what it stands for, because in the realtor profession, we've been doing this for over 100 years. It makes a difference to those of us that have a heart for it, because we know that makes us better realtors for you, buyers and sellers and the public. So it allows us to answer your questions fairly and honestly. It means we're going to make sure that all buyers see your home, and we're not going to pick and choose, because we know that federal fair housing totally matters in this world. And it means that we won't knowingly mislead you as to the value of your property, because that's a poor ethical decision. So as you're thinking about buying and selling a house, ask your realtor if they are a realtor wearing the R and if they are bound by the Code of Ethics, and get a straight answer on that, because it does make a difference when you're thinking of doing real estate.